Good morning, guys. Today's Wednesday, January 7th. Um, this is all-time highs here. We're on the 4-hour chart. We're on MES. And this is yesterday's high. So during pre-market, we came up and we took liquidity for yesterday's high, and we also took these highs here on the left. So far this morning, the only trade that I have would be a short, because I need manipulation before I can look for an entry. And manipulation is just a liquidity sweep. So this would, if this crashes down, this would be classified as a liquidity sweep. So I'm just gonna hop on the lower time frame and wait for structure to build. So here we are on the 15-minute time frame. And yeah, let's just push play. So right out of the gate, the first 15-minute candle comes up and sweeps those highs, those levels of liquidity. And then the next 15-minute candle, we get a new high, but then we start to rotate quickly back down below this high, back into the range. So far we're still bullish on structure. Right here, we break structure to the downside on the 15-minute. You can see it here. This red candle or this black candle closes below this level, and this was our previous move down, then a move up. So this was our previous support level. We broke that. So let's get over to the 5-minute chart and see. So you can clearly see market structure shifted here now. You can see that a little bit better on the 5-minute. We're creating higher highs and higher lows, and then our recent swing low just got broken, and now we're pulling back into this range. So let's mark our range. So I wouldn't be interested in a short position on this until we either get to equilibrium, or what would be even better would be this bearish 5-minute fair value gap that's been unmitigated. Nothing's came through and touched it yet today, so if I'm looking for a short, I would want to position myself in here. So let's fast forward. And this happened really quick this morning, actually, so let me rewind it. All right, so let me delete this so it's less. So we come down, and then we break structure to the downside on the 15-minute right here. And then we pull back into this. This is a 5-minute fair value gap here, but it's also unmitigated on the 1-minute. This gap from here to here is still unmitigated on the 1-minute. So from here to here has already been mitigated. Let me show you right there. See, it's come up and it's already mitigated this section of that gap. But this portion hasn't been filled yet. So this is where I actually entered this morning. As soon as we get like this 1-minute kind of rejection candle, I thought that this was a good buy or short sell opportunity. So I put my entry right there. Zoom in. Right here. We traded into this fair value gap and started to show some selling pressure. So I hopped in and I initially risked above this level, and my TP was this low. So That's where I got in, and this happened within the matter of literally one candle. Watch. Boom. It almost hit my TP on that first minute candle, which was absolutely crazy. I didn't even have my take profit set here or my stop loss set yet. It happened so fast that I actually just exited for a market order somewhere around like right here because it happened so quick. Oops. It happened so quick that I didn't even have a limit sell order here. So I just hopped out on a market order. Um, still, uh, pretty crazy how that happened. I was like, what just happened? Did news just come out or something? Because all the news this morning was at 10 a.m. Um, so I I didn't think it could be the news, but I think what happened was just a liquidity hunt, and it just happened fast. So these lows here, as you can see, these lows just got mitigated. This would actually probably at this point be a good long. Yeah, this would 100% be a good long because the structure is bullish overall. Yeah, we had this little market structure shift, but we generated liquidity here and we came down and we took that liquidity. And that would give us potentially, especially, I mean, this move was more than halfway the range. Look at that. We came all the way up to here. So it was more than halfway the range. Um, but anyways, this thing could potentially be a good long at this point. I mean, let's just test it to see. We enter here for a long. I don't know what happened the rest of the day, but target these highs. I mean, we haven't played it out fully yet. It's still in the work. But we inversed the gap as well, this 5 minute gap. We inversed it. So I definitely think that we potentially could be coming up to these highs, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, look at that long. Came down so fast just to take liquidity, to shake people out, scare people, trigger people's stop orders, and then, yeah, ultimately start grinding back up. So I missed the second trade. I'm not in this, but that would have been a good area to get in. At this point, this would be a risk-free trade. Here we are on TradeZilla, guys. Here's the trade I took today. 94.54 in profit, one short position, two contracts. But yeah, you can clearly see the break of structure here on the 15-minute. We could also go down to the 5-minute. You could see it here. It broke structure, and then I took note of that, waited for a pullback to this fair value gap here, waited for a pullback to this fair value gap here, and then shorted right here, and then targeted these lows. So you can see the trade clearly here. But overall, let's go to the dashboard. Yeah, so now we're up $78.89. 3 trading days this year. 2 of them green, 1 of them red. So, very early in the trading year, but little consistent base hits is what I'm aiming for. I'm not aiming for home runs because I am a beginner and I just want to show that I can be more or less profitable one whole month. And if I can do that, I can prove to myself I could do it again and do it again. And as I can continue to improve, I can continue to increase my risk. But I'm not gonna come out here and risk a shitload of money when I'm still in the beginning phase. I have been trading for a few years, but I also work a 9 to 5. So for me to actually find the time to trade is difficult because the early stages of my trading career were trading stock market, not trading futures. So futures is a different transition. I actually like futures better. Stock market is fun too, tracking all these different companies and everything. But yeah, futures is new to me as well. But I think if I can just hit base hits consistently, that I can become profitable because I think I can identify good trades. Um, I think I have a pretty good eye for that. Now, my big problem is over trading and revenge trading. That's something I'm really working on is uh, not taking the losses personal, like just taking the loss and walking away. Um, And I'm starting to realize that that is the best move. It's taken a lot of thousands of dollars down the drain to figure it out. But after losing enough money, I'm pretty confident in myself because I'm definitely not gonna blow up any more accounts. So had my fair share of that, and it's just part of the trader's journey. You're gonna blow up accounts. You're going to overtrade. You're going to move your stop loss. You're going to make all the mistakes until eventually you're like, yeah, that doesn't work. Gambling does not work in the markets. So, anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.